Mhm.
All right. So, and who is holding the Caneth mandolin,
It
the
was
golden axe?
it was either Ozerna or Yule, one of the two.
We could leave it with
Um,
Elzarna for now, just in terms of like we'll
Perfect.
figure out.
All right. And who wants to be wearing Galanus's black 10-gallon hat?
Like actively wearing it because if Inchi was
Pro.
the last one in possession of it, I assumed it was just laying on his dresser in his
Okay.
room.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to know who has possession of it because for a while there, you were actively wearing it all the time.
I didn't imagine Inchi doing so for the last couple of sessions, so I don't think so.
Okay. Fair enough. So I'm going to say it's in Inchi's room. All right. And then whenever we get to Troll Skull Manor, we're going to do final claiming of the rooms. I was going back through the recordings and I remembered where Inchi's room was and Blinken's room and Elzerna's room. So Thorgrin and Huel, y'all are going to have to make your final decisions on which room is yours. Okay?
Okay.
But with all that said, let's get started. Everybody, welcome back to the wonderfully wicked city of Waterdeep. When last we left off, y'all had just completed a heist at El Torchel Villa Academy for young wizards and witches. You went there to steal the golden axe, the golden Canith mandolin that used to belong to the Doom Raiders songwriter Froggy Weirdbottom. You successfully completed that heist. You got Tenzero Castellanter to hand you the Caneth mandolin by pretending to be his father. And then y'all decided that that wasn't good enough. You were also going to kill every evil member of the Castellanter family, and you succeeded in that as well. But in order to succeed, you had to promise, or Thorgrin, Blinken, and Huel had to promise 60% of the Vault of Dragons would go to the demonic used cart salesman, Avi. You know that Avi is some kind of embodiment, some kind of disempowered embodiment of the Lord of Hells, Asmodeus. All of these things have been playing in the back of your mind over the past week as Waterdeep has entered a lockdown. No one can come in into the city, no one can go out until they figured out what happened at El Torchel Academy. Uh, you all agreed, along with Schemo and Elzerna, that it was probably best to keep it low, keep it on the low for a while, not really go out much, make sure that it all kind of blew over. But over the past few days, the city has started opening up slowly. People that are approved can come in and out of the city. Trade has resumed as normal, and over the past couple days, they've kind of ended the lockdown entirely. It has been the fall season. Every couple of nights, you get really chilly winds coming in from the north. Winter is biting. It's just around the corner. But today is nice and sunny and calm. There are fall leaves scattered all around the city. The trees in the city of the dead and along the high road and up on Mount Waterdeep are changing from green to orange and brown and falling all throughout the city. And we start our story in the Docks Ward, where we see those three orphans you guys met at the Court of the Dancing Moon, Nat, Squidly, and Jinx. Can everybody see the Waterdeep map?
I can.
Okay. And then there's a picture in the Discord too of these guys. These three orphans are just running around playing, pretending to be pirates. Squidly, the tiefling with an eye patch, stands up on a barrel and he holds a wooden sword aloft and says, "The Docks Ward now belongs to Captain Squidly." And Jinx says, "No, no, I said I was the captain. I said I was the captain." He tries to reach up and pull Squidly down, but he can only do it with one arm because Jinx has his arm in a cast because he broke it at the Court of the Dancing Moon. And the oldest member of these orphans, the half-elf woman, half-elf girl Nat, comes over and says, "You two, be careful. Don't draw too much attention to us. Remember, we got to keep it on the low, or these guards, they're going to kick us out of the city for being beggars." And Squidly says, "Captain Squidly don't beg for nothing. He takes." And then he engages in a fake sword fight with Jinx, and Nat laughs. And behind them, we can see the clowns of the Sea Maidens Fair setting up a very big tent. During the winter, they are going to be holding the Winter Maidens, Sea Maidens Winter Fair, where they have all these heated tents and hot cider and hot mead and bowls of chili to keep you warm and shows that will keep you entertained. And going back up to the north, in the North Ward, to Troll Skull Alley, we see Troll Skull Manor, where all our heroes are waking up and getting ready for the day. First, we see, on the third floor, the room of Elzerna Castellanter. Elzerna has been adjusting to life outside of her noble upbringing. She has taken a bath and she has gotten dressed in her street clothes, and she is looking at herself in the mirror, and she looks a lot different. She has dirt and cuts on her face from the work she's been helping y'all with remodeling the place, and her golden hair has been dyed black, and she is braiding it and putting it into a tight braid so she can help y'all remodel the Troll Skull Manor throughout the day today. And she notices that when y'all took her to get her hair dyed, whoever did it, they missed just a few strands of hair. There's some golden hair still in there, and she twirls it around her finger a bit and then tucks it behind her ear, and she looks in the mirror and goes, "My name is Stacy. No. My name is Stacy. Stacy Halfpint." And she looks at the mirror and she gives it a nod, and she steps out into the hallway where she bumps into Schemo Weirdbottle of the Doom Raiders. Schemo says, Whoa, princess, what are you doing? And she says, Schemo, what the hells are you doing all the way up here? And he says, okay, well, look, I was out last night and I hooked up with, and then he looks at the child in front of him. I met with a very nice lady from the Griffin Cavalry, and she dropped me off on your roof, so I'm working my way down. Okay? And she says, oh, okay. You met with, what's her name? Were you a proper gentleman? And Schemo says, her name was, she was a nice lady and I was good to her, okay? I'm not a scumbag. How are you holding up, Elzerna? And Elzerna says, I'm doing okay. I think I'm supposed to be not okay, but I'm doing okay, I think. And Schemo says, supposed to be feeling, supposed to do. No, that's the attitude of a noble. They have to do things. They have to be prim and proper. They gotta be at places at times. You're not a noble no more, Elzerna. You're a punk. You can feel however you want. Happy and sad at the same time. It doesn't matter. And then there's a giant crashing sound from downstairs, and they both look at each other, and they begin running down the stairs to the bar of Troll Skull Manor, where I need everyone to roll initiative.
You know how my computer is. I'm going to have to roll physically.
Hey, it's fine, man. Just tell me what you rolled.
You got it.
Hey, Brax with the natural 20.
I forgot to select my token.
It's fine. It worked anyway.
Where's my D&D bag?
You can also go to Google and type roll.
It's looking like I'm going to have to. Let me just do that to keep things rolling.
Do you remember what your dex is?
Yeah, I got that on hand.
Oh, what is it by chance? It was,
My dex modifier and initiative is 0, and I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. I rolled you a 15.
We'll take the 6 that he rolled himself. So we are going to go for this session. Let me write this down real quick. Unless we get into combat, we'll stick to this initiative. Brax, Blinken, Huel, and Inchi. Then Schemo and Elzerna. Okay. Brax, you are in the middle of whatever you have chosen to be your project with remodeling Troll Skull Manor. Y'all have spent the past couple weeks buying materials and assigning each other duties. I figured this session y'all could pick what you wanted to be in charge of, and we could do a little bit of role play with that. So Brax, what's your job here in remodeling Troll Skull Manor, and what did you just do that made that loud crashing noise?
Well, I thought, because the city went into lockdown, that, it would be nice if that ever happens again to have a way in and out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I've expressed interest in this idea before, mostly
Yes,
to
you have.
skirt around paying taxes on entrance. So I would have been digging a tunnel underneath Skull Manor, in the basement, which I highlighted. So
Yeah, I could see that over here. Yeah.
That was a cave-in.
Oh boy, okay. So you've popped your head up on this trapdoor here in the bar area where everybody else is. Blinken, Huel, Inchi, Liff, y'all are all here too. Schemo and Elzerna come in just as Thorgrim, you throw up that hatch. What do you say?
Oh, I'm popping up a little, little helmet on my head that has a candle on it. Just face covered in dirt. Just dust. I'm not saying anything. I'm just pretending it didn't happen.
Zerna goes, "Oh God, it's above and below," and she runs over and she starts opening up windows in Troll Skull Manor. And Schemo Weirdbottle comes over and says, "Did you properly form your base? Did you get the supporting posts over there? You know, they got to be 4 inches by 4 inches thick to really get you the stability you're looking for."
You know, you're talking a lot of shit for someone who's not in the mines.
He plops down onto the counter a 6-pack of bottled mead for everybody. Next up would be Blinken. Blinken, you are down here in the bar area doing whatever you think your job is for remodeling the bar. Aranax is currently in his stone form in your pocket. Every once in a while, he sends you a mental image of you and him working together, whether it's over paperwork, you and him both have little quills doing paperwork, or remodeling, you and him both have a little hammer and nail and you're working together. So Blinken, what have you been doing for the past couple weeks?
So I would think that Lincoln was, since he kind of still has a connection with the guild, with the, wood and everything, he would probably look around and like make sure like whatever wood is being used is proper. And then when he's actually renovating and remodeling, he's just there to measure and make sure things are in proper order, because he does respect the wooden structures and stuff. So he wants to make sure things are done properly. So some of the stuff he would do is probably just like, cutting wood and, nailing it on like walls and stuff to make sure things look appropriate and all that. So, measure twice, cut once. And,
okay. Okay.
Kind of
do you want to be, okay. Do you want to be having a conversation with a guild foreman? Because they would have to be here. You're not allowed to do construction in the city without a guild. And we'll work out all the business of it when we actually get back into the story. Because I remember you wanted to talk to some people about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a guild foreman here. I should probably think up a name for him.
If there's a guild foreman here, I wouldn't be in the mine.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, he doesn't have to know what doesn't hurt him. He's worried about the above ground stuff. What you're doing. Yeah, we could say that you lied to him or bribed him.
Yeah.
But he's talking to Blinken right now, and he says over here, "So these windows, you're gonna want to get them insulated. My name is Schmiegel the foreman, by the way."
Okay. All right, Schmiegel. I understand that. Yeah, I do appreciate the the woodsmanship here. So we definitely need to get that insulated. I agree with that. How much extra would that cost? How much more work would it be? Because it looks like we're getting there. So
Yeah, this is really coming along good. When my crew gets in here today, they'll have that properly insulated glass. We'll get this all in here double paned. The cost, it was already worked into that quote I initially gave you, so that'll be coming out of the 1,300 gold pieces. And then when we get back to the story and you start, doing your deals with your guild and the other things you wanted to do, we can bump that number down depending on how that goes.
Okay.
So he says, yeah, my guys will be out here soon. Your buddy Destry is out there waiting for him, and he'll send him in. Okay. Next up is Huel. Huel, what are you doing to renovate Troll Skull Manor and get it ready to start having customers coming in?
Kirby.
Damn, we already lost Kirby.
No. I was leaning on the edge of your seat for a second. He would be messing with some woodwork, like messing about, and Thorgan's gonna pop up. He was like, he yearns for the mines. I'm gonna be building like a stage, like a big square stage. I'll kind of move to where I'm gonna be.
Okay, yeah, where do you want that stage to be? How do you want it to be set up, my man?
Just like a little square, like just lifted off the ground a little bit, not like too high up, but just like a lifted stage area.
Okay.
So like where Fuel and like whoever else can play.
All right. Little Inchy hops down onto the little stage that you've made, and he says, "Hey, boss, this is really nice. What are you thinking? One-man shows, small bands, big shows, comedy acts, storytellers. I always love when the storytellers come in.
Storytellers could be a nice touch.
Storytellers would be good. I don't want none of those plays though, where it's just one guy pretending to be all those people doing all kinds of crazy voices. They get lazy with the voices. They start sliding into each other."
Yeah. When he starts busting up the puppets and Yeah, none of that riffraff in
God,
here.
no puppet shows. No puppet shows in this bar. Hey, boss, what y'all gonna be naming this bar anyway?
I haven't put too much thought into that.
A little bug runs across the stage, and the raven opens its mouth, and a red hand of an imp reaches out of the mouth and grabs the bug and drags it back into the raven's mouth. And he says, "Well, you could call it a bug motel with all the bugs you got running around here.
Just got a good ring to it.
The bug motel with the ghost bots in the." All right, and next up is Inchi, the Goblin Illusion Wizard. Inchi, what would you be doing to renovate Troll Skull Manor?
I think Inchi is half-assedly helping Huel and Thorgrim, kind of like switching about. He's big big focused on the stage because he's excited to show off some illusion magic tricks.
Okay.
But with his time mining for the castellators, he just said, "Screw it, I'll mine some rock for you."
That's perfect. You were mining for the city being punished for breaking into the Castellanters.
Well, tomato,
Yeah,
tomato.
but yeah, tomato, tomato. Just want to keep the lore accurate. So you're going back and forth between Thorgrim and the stage here, and what you're doing is you're dragging like mud up into the bar area, and Liff is always following behind you with like a little broom that he's making levitate and sweeping up your dusty footprints, and he goes, like making hand motions at you and pointing at the dust that you're bringing in and out. Do you say anything to Liff?
And she cackles, pulls out his blink dagger, and throws it across the room, teleporting away from Liv and tracking more dirt across the other side.
All right, where do you throw that dagger to?
Let me see if I've got this pulled up
Yeah,
yet.
drag your token over there. I need to write up a set of rules for that because I think it's only going to be like twice per day that you can do that.
Okay.
Maybe, and I'll give you an option to upgrade that if you spend gold on it.
Yeah, it's kind of liking that idea of just teleporting here and there.
Yeah, yeah, but I can't let you do that all the time.
Yeah, I get you.
I'll give it. Schemo got that on an adventure. He stole it from a high level wizard. I'll let you do it 3 times a day right now.
Hell yeah.
Just drag your token over wherever you want to be.
It's struggling to load up. I can be moved wherever.
I got you. You're over here now with Thorgrim as you two both descend back into the mines. But I'll leave your tokens up here. You got the hatch open so you can hear people talking. Eventually, the rest of the crew comes in and they're just helping y'all with, ripping out the rotten wood and fixing it up, making sure everything's tip-top, making sure everything's safe. And Destry Castellanter has stuck around and he's helping y'all coordinate all of this with the disappearance of Lord and Lady Castellanter. The businesses that he was kind of helping run have all fallen under. Different lords and ladies swooped in and bought up the properties or took over the factories or the workhouses. So he doesn't really have a job right now, but y'all also don't have to keep him in this campaign. He can just kind of be doing his own thing in the background, but he is here if y'all want him to be doing anything for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's pointing at different things. He's kind of like y'all's point man. Well, no, that would be Blinken. You know what? Destry's just not here. Bye, Destry. All right, so the workers come in and they start filling out to the different areas of the place. And Schema Weirdbottle walks up, and after a couple of hours of work, you all kind of gather around the bar to eat some fruits and vegetables and jerky and dried meats and stuff. A nice little lunch for the day. And Schemo shares that 6-pack with anybody who wants it. And Schema says, "Guys, this place is coming along real nice. Y'all have been doing some hard work here."
Yeah. I'm kind of proud of the work we're doing.
And she would grab one of those and he'd wipe his forehead, leaving behind some dirt on it. Yeah. Feels good, guys.
Lift throws you like a damp rag that you can use to clean yourself with.
And she smacks it out of the air.
And he goes, "Urgh."
What's wrong with you? You should probably clean yourself up a little bit, huh? Be a little presentable when the customers show up.
I won't have him start throwing things at me again. And she picks it back up while maintaining eye contact.
Blinken, you know that y'all are about maybe a week and a half away from being able to open up this downstairs area to customers. So y'all have started talking about ways to like get your name out there and stuff like that. So y'all could have a little like planning session right now. Like, what do y'all want to have your opening night? What kind do you want? Beer? Do you want wine? Do you want mead? Other liquors? Do you want to have a show your first night? Do you want to be cooking food? Or do you want to buy food from somewhere else and then sell it here, at a slight profit?
Well, let's see. I mean, I think the first start, I would think is either get some beer and wine, and then, figure out maybe we should get, handful of snacks like peanuts or something, so that.
Schemo
Nice.
says peanuts.
What
That's all you're gonna have?
Are you a cook? Because I'm not a cook.
The first
Guys,
night's the most important night. What's up, Inchy?
I know a cook that makes some good soup. Real good.
Is it like your family member?
My mom, yeah.
We don't want dirt soup in.
She doesn't put that much dirt in it. It's corn and leaves sometimes.
What?
Yeah, leaves are good. I'll take some leaves in the soup.
I mean,
I
there's-
get it.
Mushrooms.
Full-
That's a good one.
It's full of greens and other stuff.
Yeah,
If you
five
would
And
call it
chicken.
that.
We got
It's-
chicken.
Schemo says it's getting kind of cold. Chili always sells good on cold nights.
That's a good idea. Maybe we should get some chili. Make some chili or something.
Oh,
Doesn't need much ingredients to make.
speaking of chili, I heard the baker and the butcher work together to make this weird. It's like a sandwich.
That's how
but
that's how
instead of a
sandwiches work.
No, but it's not a sandwich. It's more like imagine a single loaf of bread with a sausage in the middle.
That's heresy. What are you talking about?
Elzerna says beef Wellington.
No, but it's open on top. Like you can see the sausage on top. Like the bread is cut in the center.
Like a hamburger soup? What are you talking about?
No, more like a long hamburger, but without a bun on top.
Why are you cutting your food?
Is that even a sandwich if it's open on top?
Oh Jesus.
But it's technically covered on all three sides, except the fourth.
I mean, I like the idea. It's probably easier to prepare.
Yeah, Schemo says, Thorgren, what's the name of that? And like he's writing down in a notebook and stuff to help y'all out. Because remember, the Doom Raiders have like 6 bars in the city, so he's opened a bar before. So he's here to help y'all out.
They call it a wiener.
What?
That was called
a
a.
wiener.
I thought it was called a peninsula. It's covered on 3 sides.
Okay.
Hey, guys,
People
just
have to
if you
put-
start selling things called wieners, you're going to have a very different crowd than I think you're going for. I mean,
Well-
I'd be down for it, but,
I bet you would.
yes.
And if we do that, we could do chili on top.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that idea.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
we're gonna
good.
call them peninsulas for now. Okay.
Sounds delicious.
Let's see. We should shorten that. How about penny sandwiches?
Penis. Oh wait, no. It's and
Again,
Let's
a
call
different
peninsula.
crowd than I think you want. A very fun crowd, but probably not what you want for this place. We'd have to get a lot more paint in here and some colored lights.
Expect
Joel,
it
I
from
don't think-
Thorgan.
like rainbows.
Okay. And what kind of alcohol would y'all like to be serving? Because the winemakers guild is different from the mead makers guild. So when you start your business officially, you're gonna have to choose these things. But for right now, I'm thinking like the first 3 nights, y'all can kind of do what you want, and then we'll figure out the actual monthly expenses later. So what y'all thinking? Mead, wine, liquors.
I think probably we would put a common ground of mead, right?
I feel like ale.
What was that?
Oh, I'm shaking a chocolate milk. Sorry, my
Oh.
brother brought me a liter.
Man, it sounded like somebody was like swishing it around in their mouth, bro.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my mic was so sensitive.
No, it sounded like. I was like, what the
Directly
heck?
into the mic.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
Never mind.
he's eating a
Sorry.
chili peony right in the mic.
Yeah. He's role playing, guys. He's role playing.
Yeah.
And Schemo says, yeah, ales. Everybody loves ales. You can get some fruity ones too for the people that don't like the stronger taste.
Yeah.
Ales.
Well, I
All
figured
right.
Oh, good.
I figured the ale would go good with the wieners and chili.
What?
Yeah, good
I-
sweet combo. You know,
All right,
I'm
all
thinking
right.
ales as well. The sweet ales.
Whoa!
Yeah, the peninsula.
What if we, if we take their wiener idea and
What?
actually do the chili, we could call it chili wiener.
Can we not? Can
And
we
then
please
we-
not call it that?
We can make we can do it like half the wiener size because we're doing the chili with the wieners, we can upcharge for it
I'm just
and only
gonna
give
like
them half
slap myself
of
in the
each.
face as I do a face palm. Like it sounds really loud. God.
Blinken, Aranex sends you the mental image of him just like shoving a chili penny just right into his mouth, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one.
Well, good news is somebody likes our idea. I look at my pouch. So, I mean, whatever we're gonna call this peninsula, it's a good idea.
I don't know. I like the idea of chilled wieners.
I
Chilled
don't.
weenies.
I really don't like that idea. But speaking of which, and Elzerna steps up and stands on the bar, and Lif, who has a soft spot for Elzerna, kind of goes, don't stand on the bar. But he lets her be. She says, "Gentlemen, we have to get our shit together. What is the name of this establishment?"
Ooh.
Oh, we could call them peeny weenies.
Okay,
Let's
shut
not.
up.
Let's not do that.
Shut
If we're
up.
selling wieners, we could be Wiener Hut Junior or Wiener Hut Senior.
Guys, I cannot begin to describe to you the kind of people that will come into that establishment.
Fascination with wiener all of a sudden. Is there something you guys are trying to say?
Well, I mean, it can either be peeny weenie, or it could be like wiener, and it'd be a little different.
The House of
no.
Wiener.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Gentlemen, if you put a sign out front that says "Pop a piece for a wiener," there are already establishments in this city that do that. You don't do that.
Well, no, we wouldn't be charging a copper. We charge premium service here.
There are already establishments that do that too. I've been to them.
12 gold for a good wiener.
And Elzerna says, "Can you boys be serious? I said a curse word and everything. What's the name of this establishment?"
I'm thinking here. I'm nothing about wieners, please.
Sorry, I'm crying. Give me a second.
And Lif kind of like motions to himself, like he likes like motions to himself up and down, and like looks at all of you with a smile on his face, like you could lifts.
What about
Nah, half pints, and
No,
we can
no.
we can sell drinks by the half pint.
Look, I got a
Lift
brain
half
Elzerna
blast.
says-
pints.
I got a
That's
brain
good.
blast. Look. What about if we call this and I look at Lift, laugh, and love.
Ooh.
Elzerna goes, "I like that name," and Lif like gives you like a dead look and flicks you off.
I don't
think
get
it's
it.
catchy. I mean, especially if
It's
if
not bad. I like it.
Yeah, especially if it's like it's a touch of history of this place, right? I mean,
Skimbo says, "With a name like that, you could sell coffee and pastries in the day, and then it could be an actual tavern at night."
ooh, that's a good
That's
idea.
that's definitely at least worth putting on the doormat, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's an idea.
Yeah.
Lift, laugh, love, Half Pints Tavern. I'm writing down your options here.
I'm just saying, if we insisted that we sell by the half pint, I feel like we can get the drunks to miscalculate how much they're spending in the
you
night.
You said half pint. Why don't we call this the half pint club since we're small?
That's what I said. Half pints.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you were
Just
having
now.
your brain blast.
Sorry, I was too focused on lift, laugh, and love.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. That was good.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that too. That's an option.
Little Inchy steps onto the counter, and Lif immediately shoos him off, and he goes back to Huel's shoulder, and he says, "Y'all could call this place the Raven's Perch. Huh?
I mean, it does have the mysterious feel of the place, Raven's Perch.
Right?
Where
Right?
I don't see no ravens around here.
That doesn't matter. It's still the title of a place.
The little Inchy like opens the beak of the raven, and his whole imp like head pops out, and he says, "Inchy, do you finally understand that I'm an imp and not an actual raven? Do you finally understand that?"
I know you're a bastard that
Oh.
works with that Avi guy,
Oh my god, it's progress. Huel, he's learning.
always raving after my mother. You tell Avi to stay away. Sorry, guys. Mm.
Inchi, why are you yelling at a bird?
It's not a bird. It's a bad bird. Bad bird.
Okay. El Zerna begins walking back and forth on the counter. Liff like groans a little bit, but he lets her get away with it. And she says, I think we should pick a name tonight because for the next few days, Waterdeep is going to be having its Feast of the Moon. It's kind of a day to celebrate the dead. You know, you take food and mead and ale over to the gravestones of people in your family that you love and that you wish to see again, and you give them a piece of ale and a piece of bread, and you eat your bread and ale, and it's like you're communing with them again. And for the next few days, all of Waterdeep is going to be doing this. The City of the Dead is going to have a lot of foot traffic, and there will be all kinds of carts and stalls where people come and advertise their business. It would be a great way to get our name out there. And me and Schemo have been talking about this, right, Schemo? And Schemo goes, oh, yeah. So at one of our Doom Raiders warehouses, we actually have this, it looks like a big barrel, but it's actually a wagon. And, you know, it's got like storage areas in it where we could put ale and wine. So it's kind of like a rolling mobile tavern. And I was thinking we could take it down to the City of the Dead and we could like give out some ale, give out some wine, give out some penny dogs or whatever, and we could advertise the business over the next couple days. And then when we open up in a week, we've already got name recognition and stuff like that. What do you guys think of that?
Marketing is a good thing. I like that.
You've been
Giving?
spending all this time thinking when you could have been digging?
Okay.
He goes, hey, man, I make my money playing instruments with my hands, so I can't be doing hard work like that. Gotta protect the money makers, you know?
Just do what the goblins have been doing and eat the dirt. You're
she-
like part goblin, right? You're short enough.
No, I'm a deep gnome. I'm blue.
Blue, green, same thing.
What?
I don't see color, I see height.
You're the same size. We're all the same size. Me, the
Yeah.
50-year-old gnome, you, mid-30s, mid-20s somethings, and that 8-year-old girl. We're all the same size.
Well, yeah, but the difference is
I'm a little taller.
She's short and skinny and a human. I'm short and wide. I'm a dwarf. You're
Emo
like
has
a
the body
gnome.
of a middle-aged cokehead.
You are spherical.
No, like rail skinny. Like rail skinny.
Yeah, no, I'm calling him fat anyway.
He goes, that's just not true, so it doesn't affect me. Yeah. So what do you guys think of that idea? I uploaded a picture of the tavern wagon to the Discord chat as well.
You're saying that we give stuff away for free?
It's
No, you
marketing.
charge. Yeah, you charge.
Oh, okay.
Not full price, you know. We don't want to make this a complete loss, but you know, it'll come up just a little bit short or dead even, you know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not running a charity.
Yeah.
You're
You know,
I don't think you're running anything.
Do you want help in the mine?
Stop hanging out with
That's what I
Steve. You're back
thought.
talking too much.
So that would be a possibility for y'all to do that tonight if y'all wanted to do that, because the Feast of the Moon starts tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea anyway.
Okay. Well, if we're going to go out there and doing our marketing, we need to pick a name. The Half Pints, I think everyone was okay with that. The Half Pints Tavern, the Half Pints Meadery. What are we doing?
Well, what about? Yeah, I think Half Pike's Tavern would be good. I don't know about anyone else.
I like it.
I like that idea. And she raises her hand, and Blinken, you raise your hand. Inchi, you raise your hand. Everybody else?
Fool's half pint. Half pint.
Yeah,
not bad.
because they'll be fools after all the half pints we sell them.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Huel, you got an opinion?
Or we could just do the fool's flagon.
I like the lift laugh. But Half Pints is good. Half Pints Tavern.
I just like it because we can make our slogan, I buy the half pint over at the half, stuff like that.
Yeah. So are we doing Half Pints Tavern or the Fool's Half Pint?
I do like calling our customers fools.
Okay, so the fool's half pint, and we charge a 2 copper admissions fee unless they provide their own jester's hat.
Ooh.
Fool's half pint. Sounds good.
The Fool's half pint. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I need to make a token real quick. Okay. So for tonight, y'all would need to secure some ale or wine and maybe a snack. You could either do the chili dog thing, or you could like
Chili
do
wiener.
jerky, chili wiener, or you could do some jerky or whatever. Y'all decide what you want to sell out of the mobile tavern tonight. For the City of the Dead festival. It would also be customary to have something sweet to like give to the graves of children, like candy or candied fruits or something like that. But you don't have to do that. So y'all decide what you want to sell tonight and who's going to go get each of these things. You would just go to a tavern and buy like a barrel of ale, and then you'd sell enough of it tonight to break even on that.
Yeah.
Buying ale seems like like a lot of effort. Why don't we and I'm going to gather everyone together. Why don't we just go acquire some from the dock district?
Also a valid plan.
Acquire
And-
some.
Hmm?
Yeah, like acquire some. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, acquire some.
I don't have the money to acquire it, but we can steal it.
God damn it!
But I do.
City watch officer who's scrying on us. This goblin's not with us
No one's scrying on you.
that we know of. But yes, Inchi, that is what I was alluding at.
Oh. Well, then, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I snorted because I was laughing. Okay, so we can do that. We can also go rob the bakery for the sandwich. Yeah, for the sandwiches. And we can go rob the butcher for the wieners.
Okay, give me just a second and we'll get started on that. So y'all are doing mead and wieners tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, for chili, either one.
I'm almost done. Okay. So as y'all are talking in here, who's going to go get the mead? Who's going to go get the food?
I would want to go get the beer, like the ale from the docks.
Okay. Who's going to go get the food?
I guess I'll go get.
I'll help steal the food.
If you'll pull in the ale, I'll help pull in the wieners.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, all right, the Fool's Half Pint will officially have its first day of business. And she closes her book and throws it down on the bar. And Elzerna raises her hand in the air and summons the Cannith mandolin, the golden axe. And she brings it down, and it's covered in all the scratches and etchings of all the bars that the Doom Raiders have played at, and the little paintings of all the Doom Raiders' names. And she strums a tune and gives all of you bardic inspiration. And she says, "Let's go, boys." And you hear outside the foreman say, hey, you can't be here. Hey, we told you not to come here anymore. So there's some sort of commotion going on outside. Do you all want to go and investigate it?
Yeah, I would.
And she's curious.
Okay, let me divide you up into groups real quick. So Thorgrin's going to the dock district to get the mead. And who's going to get the food?
I volunteered.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
who
go.
wants to go? Okay, Blinken and Inchi. Huel, who do you want to go with?
I was gonna go steal, but I can go get the ale. Doesn't matter. I'll just
Okay.
fill in whatever spot in the team.
All right, and Elzerna and Schemo will go get the mobile tavern thing. All right, so I got y'all into little groups here. But all of you step outside where you see the guild foreman is arguing with this short halfling man. And y'all would recognize this man. You've actually had some dealings with him over the past week. This is Immick. He owns a bar on the other side of Troll Skull Alley. So when y'all were getting this bar, Volothamp mentioned that he was hesitant on buying the place because there was a competing bar right down the street. And this is the owner of that bar, or that tavern. That tavern is called Froon's Brews, and this is Immick. And he says, he's actually the same size as y'all, so he shouldn't be that big. And he says, no, I went and I checked all the guild handbooks in the area, and what you are doing here to this tavern is illegal. You should not have it being constructed like this without the proper business licenses first. And the foreman says, We actually got all of that worked out, Mr. Emick. Everything that is happening here is legal, otherwise me and my guild crew would not be here working on it. And Emick says, well, I think if you go and check the signage of 1428 DR, signed by Laurel Silverhand herself, you'll see that this is not quite legal. So this is another business owner trying to fuck with you guys. What would y'all like to do?
You said his bar was on the other side of the Skull Alley?
Yes, let me take you to Troll Skull Alley map
Well,
real quick.
I would turn to Huel and be like, hey, can you do me a favor?
What is that, my good friend?
Well, we have to go across the alleyway on the way to the dock.
Right.
And you guys, I believe, got to pass past there anyways to do what you're going to do. So why don't we have a little chat while we go down that way?
Oh boy, everybody's big. Just a second.
Yep.
Little chat about.
I'll tell you in a second once we're past this bozo.
All right, yeah. So y'all are all out right here. This is Troll Skull Manor, where y'all are at. And then to your north, like about a block up, that's where Fern's Brews is. That's where Emick's bar is.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's saying, like, he's full of shit. Every time he's tried to bother you, it's on some technicality. With Schemo and Blinken and this guild foreman, y'all know that everything you're doing is perfectly legal. So he's just fucking with y'all. How would y'all like to deal with him? Or you can ignore him.
Well, if everyone's walking with me, down the alleyway to head towards Doc past his place, once we're out of earshot of him, I would be like, okay, so who wants to help remove a little bit of competition? And by that, I mean we got a thorn in our side and we got to pluck it.
What do you propose?
Well, it would look bad if he suddenly came up dead after harassing us so much, but he himself might not have such a clean bar, and if it were to catch on fire because he himself was lacking in the proper maintenance areas as he's been harassing us about and all these procedures and whatnot, so let's just burn his bar down.
I could just make an illusion to make it look like he beat himself. Dang, Thorgren.
Elzana says,
every
doesn't
day
that
it's
seem
the
a bit
same
extreme?
shit.
And Schemo Weird Bottle says, yeah, that's a bit extreme, man. That would also bring some heat down on you. You could always, make his bar a rowdy bar. Pay some people to go in there, get really drunk, start fights. You could fuck with his distribution networks. You could frame them for fraud. I've never done any of these things
back
to
up.
competing bar owners, but, these are just ideas I've had.
Hypothetically, disrupting his distribution. You're saying, like, if we were to, say, steal his alcohol?
Yeah.
All right, we've got a plan, boys. To the docks!
All right. So y'all are going to ignore him for today. He's going to kind of be the antagonist of these interlude sessions, though. So, going with the initiative order, we're going to do Brax and Huel first. Let me write that. Huel, and then Inchi and Blinken. And then Elzerna and Schemo will just be on autopilot. So, let's go to the Docks Ward. All right, so y'all are currently up here by Troll Skull Manor, all the way in the North Ward. Brax and Kirby, how would y'all like to get to the Docks Ward? You could walk there, of course. That would take you about 40 minutes. You could take Huel's magic cart, but you'd have to rent a horse. Or you could get a rickshaw to take you there for the price of 1 gold coin.
I would want to keep a low profile. I'm fine with walking. And plus, I have a 35 walk speed. Well, yeah, I have a 35 speed, so...
Yeah, I'm good with walking.
Okay. All right, so y'all mosey on down, all the way down the high road to the Docks Ward.
Oh my god,
So-
I just realized we're in the North Ward right now. Jesus.
Yeah, y'all are going to have to do a bit of walking, but that's great. So as y'all walk down the high road, you can see that the city of Waterdeep is coming out of the slumber it's been for the past, few weeks, a school was attacked and no one really knows why. And some people said, it's a noble school. I don't give a damn. And other people are like, wow, Waterdeep's getting really dangerous. What are we going to do? Should we stay here for the winter? But now everybody is out there shopping. There are lanterns all in the city. There are carts already set up selling trinkets and names and offering to sketch photos of people's dearly departed relatives and friends for the Feast of the Moon festival that's happening tonight. And y'all get all the way down to the Docks Ward. And y'all would actually come out near where the Sea Maidens Fair is setting up. So there are all kinds of those clowns around juggling fireballs and casting little magic illusions in the air. Y'all see 3 adorable little orphans pretending to be pirates. What did y'all want to do here? Or actually, the Docks Ward, it is, of course, the docks. There's a lot of ships, a lot of fishing businesses, but there's also warehouses all over this ward, as well as dingy little businesses and tenement housing. This is where the poor people of Waterdeep live. What would y'all like to do?
Insult the plebeians on the way by.
The little Inchi goes, yeah, you broke, you poor, not even a copper piece to your fucking name, you bums. Anybody got a cigarette?
I'm gonna let him do that. I'm not even mad.
Yeah, Huel, do you join in? Kirby?
I was dying for a second.
Oh, was that you making all that noise?
No, I was muted for a second.
Oh, okay.
I would like smack little Inchi on the beak, just like, we're trying to keep a low profile. Simmer down.
And he whispers, you fucking bums. You fucking just bums.
There you go.
All right. What y'all have the job to get mead or ale of some type. What did you want to do in the Docks Ward to get that?
I want to go steal it from Buddy. I want to go hit his shipments.
From Emic. Okay.
Yeah, we know his supply routes.
I'll say that y'all know who he gets his ale from, because y'all would probably have to get your ale from the same distributor, someone who operates up in the North Ward who will import ale or procure ale and mead for y'all and bring it up to you. So y'all would know the warehouse that he gets his ale from, because it'll probably be the same warehouse y'all get your ale from. And that's going to be over here in the Fish Gut Court. So what do y'all want to do? You want to bribe the employees here? You want to break in and steal it? You want to steal a wagon full of ale sitting out front? What you want to do? Y'all have complete total freedom. I'm not really going to load up a battle map. Just come up with a plan and we'll roll for it.
Yeah, let's let them load up their mead wagon there. Full of ale, I mean.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
I
we'll
like
jump
that
on the
idea.
wagon and take it.
Okay. I have a counterpoint. I like where you're going with this. And I'm going to pull out a city blackguard uniform. And then I'm going to pull out a second blackguard uniform. Because apparently we have 2 of those. And I'm going to hold up one for you.
No, you just have one of those.
No, you put in Glandis' bag of holding.
I see what you're looking at, and no, that's just a summary of the uniforms that you have at the bottom. Because y'all also went and bought those red clothes and the Doom Raider merch. So you don't have 2 Blackguard uniforms. You just have one. I'll fix
I thought that was
right
now. 2 separate instances.
No.
Okay. I thought it was one's a city guard uniform and one's just generic uniform.
No, and the Blackguard, I haven't really done it yet. The Blackguard is so there's basic City Watch, there's Blackguard, Griffin Cavalry, and then Force Grey. That's kind of the hierarchy. The Blackguard usually shows up. They can judge people in the street. So City Watch, they can arrest you and charge you with a crime. But if it's bad enough, like if you killed someone in the street, they can ask for a Blackguard to come. And the Blackguard can be a judge and jury, and if necessary, an executioner.
Okay. So I'm going to put on the Blackguard uniform.
Okie dokie.
And I'm going to look at Huel, and I'm going to be like, right, so we're going to commandeer it under orders that its goods are suspected of being of illicit use. And who's going to ask the Blackguard, are you sure? Who's going to stop us?
Who's going to question the authority? I like it.
Respect my authority.
And little Inchy says, yeah, and you knows if anybody gives you any problems, you could just kill them there in the street.
That's a bonus.
Oh, shit. Hold up, my roll 20 crashed. Let me get back to it.
Little Inchy over here spitting facts. You could just murk the guy.
Yeah, you could just use your warhammer or your what do you have? A maul?
I have a maul right now. I do still have those chained weapons, but
Yeah,
I was going to
the
get those
infernal chains.
I was going to get those reforged into axes and stuff.
Okay, that's actually something that I think me and you can handle over like Discord messages instead of in-game time. I don't really plan on there being combat in these interludes. If there is, it's just going to be quick, casual combat, not nothing you really need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so y'all head over to Fishgut Court. You will once again see those little orphans pretending to be pirates and walk past some members of the Sea Maidens Fair that are selling like jerky and candied fruits. And y'all get up to the warehouse where Emic gets his ale from, and you actually see his cart it's got Froon's Brews printed on the side of it, and there is a private security, just a thug that he has, and one of his bartenders that are loading up the wagon, and you actually see the warehouse manager come over to the bartender and start whispering something to him. And you see the bartender's eyebrows raise and he looks really interested. Do y'all want to try to eavesdrop on that conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me be sneaking around, like creeping up.
All right. Whoever wants to roll it, roll a stealth check.
What's your stealth, Kerb?
+3. You?
+6.
How? You just said you have 400. Never mind.
I have dexterity of 16, and I'm proficient in it, so I have a +6 stealth.
Yeah, if you want to. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Creeping up
23
with you.
again.
Real quick, Blinken, are you recording this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I think my
Yeah.
audio is going to be dog shit because I don't have a noise gate on it. All right. Who rolled it? Brax, you got a 23. Fantastic. So with your Blackguard uniform, people kind of like give you the space and, they politely nod their head at you out of respect. And you manage to get around like the corner so that you can eavesdrop on this conversation. And the warehouse manager says, so this is something called Spirit Shine Ale. We don't really know how we got it. It's nowhere on the inventory. It happens sometimes. Ships come in, they unload an extra barrel of something. I'll give it to you for about 15 copper pieces, and you can take it or leave it, buddy. And the bartender goes, Spirit Shine Ale? I've never had a such thing. What do you think it is? And the warehouse manager kind of opens a cork on the top of the barrel and sniffs it and goes, ooh, whatever it is strong. Maybe water it down before you serve it to people. And the bartender says, yeah, you know what, Spirit Shine Ale, I'll do that for you. Emic's a bit of a cheapskate, but he always likes a good deal. 15 copper for a whole barrel? That's pretty primo right there. And he hands over the gold and copper pieces, and they load up about 3 barrels of ale onto this wagon. And they sign all the paperwork, and the private and the guard and the bartender start heading off towards, what's this alley called? Wastrel Alley. So how do y'all want to approach this situation?
I'm thinking we let them approach us in the alley, and we pop out from behind the barrels and be like, haha, we got you. And if they run, we'll call out the bar by name and be like, surrender the goods, or you will also be charged with the penalty of having illegal goods.
Okay. Huel, you okay with that plan?
Yeah, I'm bored. I'm right with them.
All right. And she says, hey, Thorgrin, get your maul out. Make you look more intimidating.
You're implying I didn't have it out to begin with.
Okay.
You just walk around with it all the time? Like, we're sneaking around, bro.
It's a mall. It's a mall. Where am I going to hold it? I can't I can't put it in a scabbard. I can't, sling it over my hip.
Yeah, you're, crouching with it in your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just carrying it ready to, whack someone.
Oh, yeah, I give him the nod.
I'm in a Blackguard uniform. No one's going to question it.
Yeah. I have your back, Thorgrin, and, I'm with them.
All right. So this gray token here is the bartender, and this red one here is the private security guard. She is an elf with an elegant sword at her waist. She looks kind of disinterested in this. You know, she's just there to make sure people don't try to steal the ale like y'all are doing right now. But they're heading up Wastrel Alley, and y'all pop out. And what do you say, Thorgrin?
Basically, like, your cart's suspected of carrying illegal goods. Surrender the cart peacefully now, and you yourselves can go. Or face the consequences of harboring illegal goods.
Okay.
And I'm in the Blackguard uniform. I got my maul out. I'm ready. Like,
Okay.
I'm ready to charge them.
I will let you make a charisma or intimidation check with advantage.
That will be most definitely an intimidation for 13.
13. Okay, I didn't tell you what it was, but we'll say that that passes. So they immediately stop. The guard puts her hands on the reins of the horse carrying the cart, and she says, "You go and deal with this, because your boss didn't pay me to deal with no blackguard, okay?" And the bartender steps up and he goes, "Oi, sir, this must be some kind of misunderstanding. See, we're just legitimate business owners, just getting our ale for the Feast of the Moon tonight. We want to make sure Fern's Brews has everything it needs to keep its customers happy. What seems to be the problem here, officer?"
So you are saying that what was the name? Burns Brews or something?
Burns Brews. That's Emmek's business, your competition.
You're saying that Burns Bruins has not purchased illegal or illegally gotten goods on this current business venture that you are engaging in? So you are lying to an official
He says, no
and
lies.
harboring illegal goods?
No lies from me, sir. Here's the manifest. Here's the receipt, and you can see that I've paid for it and that it was signed by the warehouse manager at Fishgut Court. So he's not just gonna hand it over. He thinks this is a legitimate business deal, but he shows you some paperwork. What do you do?
So none of these goods have, say, fallen off the back of a cart. Everything will be accounted for according to all of the manifests found within the shipping yards.
He'll grabs the paper and he's looking it over this manifest with a
And
monocle.
I'm gonna start looking at the back of the cart, looking directly at the goods that were just illegally bought that I overheard. I'm staring directly at them, and I'll occasionally glance at him.
Yeah, so there's two barrels that look normal, and then there's one that's kind of like a faded, sun-bleached wood that looks like it was painted white at one point, the wood that this barrel is made of, and that's the Spirit Shine Ale.
And I'm gonna... Sorry.
Yeah, what did you say?
Okay, I was gonna say, and I'm gonna say, this is your final warning. Are you sure you don't want to leave now? If there is any illegal goods here, illegally gained, with or without your knowledge, you will be tried under full extent here and now.
Just cough up the cot there, stranger. Saves us both the paperwork.
I thought everything here was legitimate, and you can see that he's sweating a little bit, and the guard is even actually kind of questioning it, like looking back and forth between the two of you. Thorgrin, make another intimidation check. If you get above a 15, he will just walk away from this.
Right.
Could I give him a bardic inspiration?
Absolutely.
Plus 1d6?
1d8.
8. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
20. Let's go.
That's 20 total, and he says, "Look, sir, I didn't want any problems. I really need this job, and I can't go back. I can't go back to the yard, to the pen, to the fucking jailhouse. If you could just give me a piece of paperwork that says that the City Watch took this from me, I could give that to Emmek, and tell him that there was nothing I could do."
I'm going to pull out a paper and quill, and look around for something to use as a ink substitute, I guess. Cart taken by Blackguard, and I'll just scribble a signature.
Yeah. Little Inchi comes over to you, and a hand comes out of the mouth, and it has some kind of black goo on it that you can use as ink. You don't know what that is.
Okay. I'm not going to question it.
All right, so you sign that and you hand it over to the guy, and he nods to the guard, and the guard gets out of the cart, and she says, "Your boss didn't pay me to walk all the way back to the North Ward either, and you two are free to get in the cart and drive off with it."
At some point, I would like to, put the uniform away, and also, just completely either change out the barrels or repaint the barrels before we get back.
Yeah.
Or if they have like any identification numbers on them, I'm going to like scratch them off.
Yeah. You could also just carry it back yourself, roll it up the high road.
Oh no. I would hire the plebeians to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all get away a few streets. You head over towards Snail Street, where it would switch from the docks ward to the trades ward, and you abandon the cart. And are you taking all 3 barrels of ale?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You get out of the uniform and you pay some. Over here on Snail Street, there are like some people timidly begging for copper coins. It's illegal to beg in Waterdeep these days, but people still do it out of desperation. Those people will roll it all the way up for a few copper coins each.
I'll give them 2 copper each.
All right, and they go, "Oi, thank you, sir. Where do you want this rolled off to?" And y'all start heading north. And as y'all walk along the Snail Street, you can look up to your right, and you can see the giant 50-foot statue of the Honorable Knight. There are about 6 of these big old statues all throughout Waterdeep, and they are a sight to behold. They tower over all the buildings, and this one is just a stone carving of a knight in full plate armor with a massive shield standing right in the middle of Drakier Street. All right, and we're going to go now to Blinken and Inchi. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll get on Blinken and Inchi getting food for the night. I'll be back in 5 minutes, so 9:35. All right, everybody, I am back.
Okay.
Sean, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Oakley dokley.
I think Brax is here though.
Do we really need him here?
Oh, really?
That's true.
Okay, so Blinken and Inchi, y'all are standing on Delzorian Street. Thorgren and Huel just walked off to the docks ward to get some ale for the night. Your job was to get food for the night. What did y'all settle on? Did y'all want to do the peninsulas, or did you want to do pastries and fruit?
Last I heard, it was the pennies.
Yeah. I think
The pennies?
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all are going to need sausages and you're going to need bread. How do y'all want to go about getting that? You can pay for it. You can steal it. It's up to you.
Blinken, where's the nearest butcher?
Probably down this road here, or not too far. I'm pretty sure.
I wonder if it's a open air butcher. That'd be easier to steal the sausages. Huh.
Well, we need bread too, so
Do you think the butcher has bread?
I kind of doubt that.
You never know.
I mean, I guess you're right, but if anything, I'm sure there's some type of bakery or something down along the road here as well. You'd probably smell it.
Ooh, what if we just cut the sausages in half and put another sausage in it, so it's a meat bun too?
What?
So it's not a peninsula; it's an ocean. It's just all meat,
What?
or all land.
Just wiener.
Yeah,
Do what?
it's
No.
like- it's like Arby's. We got the meats. Anyway, I mean that'd be interesting, but if we're sticking with the pennies, we need bread as well.
Yeah. Then maybe there's a bakery near the butcher.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we'll check that out. I mean, worst case scenario, I could fork up some money for bread.
Do you got like a basket or something so we can get a lot of it?
How much do you think we need? I mean, it shouldn't be that much.
A good basket full seems kind of low,
Well, maybe
but at least a basket would be nice.
maybe I could get a basket from there at the bakery.
Okay.
Good.
So let's pick a ward that y'all will travel to get this. The nicer the ward, the nicer the quality, but the higher the price and the more security. So the field ward up north would be the cheapest. That's where all the very, very poor people live. And the Sea Ward would be the more expensive. That's where all the nobles live. Where you are in the North Ward is kind of, a middle ground. And then there's also the Castle Ward where. What the fuck? The Castle Ward and the Trades Ward and the Dock Ward.
I mean, I think the North Ward would be perfect. We don't really need to be all, fancy.
Yeah, do we
about
need
it.
to be fancy?
Yeah, I like the
Yep.
middle
Yeah.
ground.
Fair enough. So I'm gonna drag y'all over to a street. Actually, look at the streets in the North Ward. Where do you want to go?
You're my eyes. I trust you.
Let's go with, let's see, probably, this looks cool, like over here, the Skull Street area. So,
All right,
like,
that would be in the Sea Ward. So that would be, but I mean that's fine. It's close by. This would be the high quality stuff over here.
Okay, hold on. Oh, so this area is northward then. Okay.
Yeah. The high road divides the North Ward and the Sea Ward.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's go. I feel
Hey,
like there
hey.
might be some good stuff here around this area.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask a random passerby, but yeah, let's go there.
All right, so you are over down by Soul Down Street. So y'all pretty much just walk directly south from Troll Skull Alley. As y'all are walking along, you would pass by the 60-foot high walking statue of the Sword Maiden. Blinken, you would know this having grown up in Waterdeep, that long ago all of the walking statues were on the outside of Waterdeep, and they were erected there to be protectors of the city. They could be charmed to come to life and fight off dragons or monsters or invading armies. But one day something happened during the second spell plague when the gods were cast down from the heavens down to the Toril itself. The walking statues came to life and started attacking the city, just rampaging through, breaking through the walls, walking through buildings, attacking everybody that tried to stop it. And this went on for hours and hours until somehow they just all stopped moving directly where they were. And that's why the city has these statues just seemingly randomly placed throughout the city. And the Sword Maiden has made her home right here in this little bundle of houses. And she watches over it, and people have repaired all the damage and built up around the statues, and no one really talks about the day they all came to life and were attacking the city. They all see it as just one of those weird things that happens in Waterdeep. This Sword Maiden towers over you as you walk on down to Soul Down Street, and there is actually about right here, right next to where y'all are, there is a bakery, and then right across from it is a butcher's shop.
All right. I guess I could go to the
Now,
bakery, right?
Yeah, are we there? Can we see if it's open air butcher and bakery?
So they're two different businesses. The one right here on the north, that's the bakery.
Right.
And no, it is not open air, but there's a big area in the back that has a lot of chimneys where there's steam and sweet smells coming out of it. That's clearly where they're baking the bread. And then there's like a little cafe in the front. And then over here, this area is a butcher's shop. And no, it is also not open air. Waterdeep does try to have some food cleanliness laws. If you went down to the docks ward, that's where the open air butchers would be, where they don't give a shit about food regulations. So it's like the middle of the day, they're preparing for tonight, so they're getting carts are coming in every once in a while, unloading supplies. You can see both of these businesses have little back entrances where people would bring in supplies. There's also the trash cans outside where they throw away their waste or their extra product. So how would y'all like to go about procuring? Let's start with the bakery first. How would y'all like to get the bread for your peninsulas today?
Hey, Lincoln, how good of an actor are you? Can you lie?
I mean, a little bit. I don't have that much confidence on it.
Well, I was thinking that maybe you go in first as a regular customer, but I throw down an illusion, and it's an intruder that's trying to attack the shop, and you say, "Oh, I'll help you, because I'm a good person," and You fight, and she does the air quotes. You fight the illusion, and I sneak in, and I steal what we need.
Well, if this is the bakery, you're gonna need a lot of pockets.
Well, that's why I wanted the basket.
Yeah, okay, I guess you're gonna steal the basket. Okay.
Okay. What's the plan? You're gonna walk in there, blinking first.
Mhm.
The plan that Inchi proposed is Blinken walks in as a regular customer, and she throws down an illusion that is hostile, and the illusion is pretending to be the one breaking into the shop, while Inchi just sneaks around the ruckus.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good to me. Blinken, is that good with you?
I mean, I guess I said I'm not confident because I have a 2 on my deception, or I have a 5 on persuasion.
Performance would
Mm.
also work.
Performance. Nope, I still have a 2 on
Let me-
that.
Let me check Inchi's stats real quick. Let's see. Inchi has a 1 in deception and persuasion.
So I have a little bit of a better. It's okay.
I just need you to distract the shopkeep long enough for me to sneak in. That's all I need.
Okay. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll try to perform and act like a brave person. Yeah.
That's my boy.
Okay. Blinken, you walk into this little. I'm going to shrink your tokens down a little bit. Blinken, you walk into this little grassy area. There are people out here like eating pastries on little blankets they've set down on the grass, and you walk towards this bakery with its sweet smelling pastries being cooked. This is called Tassar's Bakery. You walk in, and inside there are two sweet little old ladies just rolling dough. They're actually, and one of them is selling a little strawberry pancake ball to a little girl that looks really excited to eat it. The little girl gets her pancake balls and she runs out of the store. So now it's just you and these two sweet little old ladies running this bakery in here. What do you say to them as you walk in?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in and I take a deep breath and I smell the lovely scented bakery sweets and stuff, and I'm like, oh, hello. I'm just looking for some bread. I'm just like looking around.
Hello there, Sonny. Look, Marge, we got a new customer here. Oh, look at you. What can we get for you today?
Well, I'm just looking for
Now,
a couple of breads.
Can
loaf
I-
of breads? Oh yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to say it quick as the door is closing from the shop.
Mhm.
I think Inchi will chuck in a card from the Deck of Illusions, like that one scene from Now You See Me. Just goes straight
Okay.
through the crack of the door as it's closing.
The scene where they give the thing they're trying to hide from the guard
Yes,
to the person
yes.
being examined by the guard every time.
Yes,
Love that scene.
it's
Okay.
great.
Pull a random card, just like we've always done this. It has to be
Right.
random. Pull a random card and tell me what it is.
The King of Hearts, the image of a knight and 4 guards appear.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but okay.
And the
All
guards
right.
come kicking in the door one after another.
All right. This token represents the knight here. That's actually a city watch uniform he's wearing. But the knight comes in, and Inchi, can these things make noise?
Yeah, because I follow the illusion archetype, I can control and make sounds with any illusions.
All right. Blinking, these old ladies are saying, "Oh yeah, we got plenty of loaves of bread here. We have raisin loaves. We have cinnamon loaves, normal loaves, and then these 5 guards come in out of nowhere. And Inchi, what do you make them do?
Oi, you're being robbed. Arg.
And the sweet little old ladies go, "No, not a bakery." All right. Blinken, how do you react to this?
I'll be like, I'll save you, and I'll run after you. Stop what you're doing right now.
These
You can't
illusions.
stop me. Sorry, good.
These illusions draw their swords. Blinken, do you draw a weapon?
Yeah, I'll draw like a dagger. Be like, I will stop you.
Did you say that you drew a weapon? You were kind of cutting out there.
Yeah. I was drawing my short sword.
Okay. All right. So, Blinken, you're going to need to roll a performance. Do it with advantage since Inchi's helping you with this illusion.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna try to use. Okay. Well, let's see. Roll high. Roll high. Yeah. 18.
Hey, there you go, my man.
Ooh,
So you really sell that you're trying to defend this bakery, and the old ladies, they like get out from they're behind the counter, they're huddling over each other, protecting each other as best they can. Inshi, you have successfully made a big ruckus in this bakery. What do you do?
and she like creaks open the door and waddles in, like trying to sneak around and
I
trying to
imagine you
find.
make like SpongeBob walking noises with every step.
Yeah, and also making the illusion of the 5 guards. It makes Blinken look awesome because they are struggling with him. Like, no, please, mercy, as and she is sneaking around and getting the bread.
Yeah, Blinken like throws his sword at one of them and it bounces off the armor and he catches it and then he does the knife flip thing from Winter Soldier.
Oh hell yeah.
A couple of them start cowering and like bleeding.
All right. Inchi, even the best of illusions breaks down the longer that it is active. So roll 2d20s and we'll take the highest. And the higher it is, the more you're able to stuff these breads and pastries into your bag. I'll say you guys have the suitcase of holding, so you can just shove it all in there and not worried about it getting mushed. Yeah, because Blinken normally has the briefcase of holding.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that 14. So you are able to get the exact type of bread that Thorgren was describing earlier. It's not quite a sandwich. It's a piece of bread that's been cut down the middle. The little label thing says hoagie. Is that right? No, whatever. It's the exact kind of bread that Thorgren was looking for. Yeah, a hoagie roll, and you can cut it down. So you're able to get a bunch of those. You'll be able to give out, like, depending on how you cut it up, 50 to 70 of these things tonight. And Inchi, you also see an assortment of pancake balls. Do you want to grab those too?
Absolutely.
All right. So you shove all that into the bag of holding and you exit the store. Yeah, I'll just say that you're able to exit the store. Blinken, give me one more performance roll for finishing up this fight.
Okay.
If you get above a 10, I'll let you finish it in whatever cool way you want.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay. Oh hell yeah. 19.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, however you want to finish this, you can look real badass.
So I'll make it look like, while they're trying to fight me, I'm gonna like kick them off, and then I'm just gonna make sure I jump high, kind of, because I am agile, and jump high and kind of, make sure the old lady's looking at me, and they could see me do a flip and strike my sword down, towards while I'm like falling down, and obviously when I, stab the guy, it probably it's like, and I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. Why did you go after these old ladies?
The jump attack. Nice. All right. You're able to finish that off. Inchi, I assume you make the illusions like run out of the store and disappear, right?
Yeah. As soon as they run out of the store and turn the corner, the illusion just immediately dissipates as soon as they turn.
Okay. And Blinken, the old ladies stand up and they say, Oh, God's above, our hero, our hero. They sound like Inchi's mom. That's my old lady voice. My hero. Oh, sonny boy, come here. Take a loaf of bread. Here's a whole wheat and here's a cinnamon swirl bread loaf. Take it free of charge. Thank you for everything you did. Hey, my granddaughter is single. Would you like to meet her?
Maybe another time, ma'am. Maybe another time. Thank you, though. Thank you for the bread.
Marge, he's so chivalrous. Oh, Marge. Oh, where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? All right, Blinken, you walk out of the Tassar's bakery, and you meet up with Inchi around the corner, who is munching on a pancake ball. Now, the butcher. How would y'all like to do that?
You want one of these?
No, I'm just going to take a piece of this cinnamon roll, and then that's pretty good.
That worked pretty good. Want to do it again?
No. What? Wait, what are you talking about? At the butcher place, or?
Yeah. No. Let's go to the same place and do it again. Yeah. The butcher.
Maybe we'll see if it. Yeah, if you're up for it.
Yeah. It's not going to be a bunch of guards this time, so hope your acting has some range.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I'll figure something out.
This is actually a decent plan. Y'all should come up with a name for it and do it again.
Get help.
Later in the get help plan. Okay, so exact same thing. Blinken walks in, illusion, steal the shit.
Looks like it.
All right. Blinken, you walk into this butcher shop, and there is a woman there who is carving up a bunch of goats, chopping off the leg meat, and she just like grabs this goat's bone and snaps it and pulls it out and takes a knife and like slices away the cartilage and stuff and all the muscle that's not good to eat. And when you come in, she stabs that knife directly into the wood of the counter, and she says, "What do you want? I don't have much time before the Festival of the Dead starts."
Yeah.
And she,
yeah,
Blinken,
I'll
you say
just-
something first.
I'll just do small conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna, look for some good meats here. Just looking for some sausage and stuff. And I was just like rambling on until she does something.
And she tried to do the same card throw again, but he waited too late and it clattered against the door. So he opens the door to let this next illusion in, which is
God.
of a Medusa.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I opened the door and in comes a dang Medusa with the snakes on her head, fucking raising up and hissing, and she says, "Arg, you're being robbed."
Look away, ma'am. Look away. I turn and I go after her.
No, there's no Medusa token, but this merfolk one will do for now. All right. So you say, what did you say, Blinken?
I said, "Oh no, you are the snake people, the Medusa, right?" Like, and I look at the butcher and be like, look away," and I'm gonna go after her, with a sword.
Okay.
Yes,
Blinken,
that is me, snake person. Good.
Blinken, roll your performance with advantage.
So dumb, but great.
Hey, give me just a second, guys.
Yeah.
The commitment to "it is I, the snake person." You don't even have a name for yourself. Just "I am the snake man."
Yeah, I mean, Itchy doesn't know what a Medusa is.
We could have called him Larry. "It is I, Larry, and you are being robbed."
A 10.
All right,
Oh.
I'm back. What'd you get?
A 10.
A 10. Okay. With that, Blinken, as you start like attacking this thing, the butcher grabs the knife up out of the wood and she hops over the counter and she says, "Whatever you do, don't look it in its eyes. Stab it quick." And she is going to run up and try and attack this illusion. Inchi, through the glass or through the door, you can see this happening. What do you make your illusion do?
The illusion hisses and like tries to move behind Blinken, but it's like an act of trying to get around to like bite him
Okay.
with her snakes.
All right, these illusions, do they have physical form? If she attacks this illusion, will it actually hit something or will it just pass through?
No, it'll pass through.
Okay. This butcher is going to roll a d20. Inchi, roll Arcana to see how well you cast this spell, and she's just going to roll a straight d20. If she gets higher than you, she is going to actually hit this thing.
Damn it, I thought I had my things pulled up, but even switching tabs, my computer's being dinged.
My
Alright, I
God.
found my dice. Yeah. I got a nat one.
Oh no.
No, no. All right, so she doesn't even roll. Blinken, like with a really strong arm, like pushes you out of the way and stabs this Medusa right where its eye would be, and the blade just passes through. And this woman actually trips and continues forward and passes straight through the illusion, dismissing it entirely. And she turns around. What?
The last thing the illusion says is, "Arg, you're being robbed," and then that just disappears.
And the butcher looks around confused. Blinken, what do you do?
I'll be like, what was that?
And she would like to shove in another card.
Okay. What's this one?
Okay, this is interesting. The image of a goblin appears.
Oh no.
So Blinken, standing beside you is an illusionary copy of Inchi.
This illusion of Itchy is standing on the counter. It says, "You discovered my illusion."
I am
God.
Inchi, the illusion goblin. All right, that's funny. So we're just gonna leave that there real quick.
We are in.
Oh, that's so
Thorgren
funny.
and Thorgrin and Huel, y'all are walking up Snail Street, and you're actually passing by where the yawning portal would be. You got your three beggars rolling your barrels of ale up the street, and I think this would be a good time, maybe, to have like a role play, like a conversation between you two about like what you want in the future. What would you do with all the gold in the Vault of Dragons? What would you do about Avi, the Artificer, or just talking about Waterdeep? It could be plot related or personal. I think that would just be fun to role play here.
All right, Huel, I got a question for you.
I have an answer.
All right, fuck, marry, kill. The Artificer, Mr. Castellanter, or what was that crazy potions professor's?
Alchrist?
Yes,
The Dragonborn?
yes, that one. So, what do you choose? Crossbow to your head.
Kill the crazy potion lady.
Man.
Man. Did you pick 2 men?
I did, just to fuck with you.
Well, I'll kill Mr. Castellanter, and then you'll see him blush when
You
he says,
can't do that. You already killed him.
"No, I killed the potion master maker." What are you? No, Little Inch, you heard that, right?
1, fuck the Dragonborn. 2, marry the Castellanter because he's rich. Kill the Artificer. She's too stuck up for me.
He gets it.
See, that's right. You're wrong. Artificer's a lady who knows how to take charge.
I do
Oh,
like
so
confidence.
You want her to take charge, then, you say.
I mean, let's say we do get into the Vault of Dragons, and maybe one day take her to the nice part in the yawning portal. Couple ratatouilles.
That's gonna be awkward because I'd be doing that too.
Doing what?
Her.
You'll see he'll belly laugh like pish posh.
Jesus.
All right.
I've
No,
already
my friend-
actively hit on her. Like,
Yeah, but clearly it didn't work. You see, I'm playing the
Yeah.
long game here, buddy.
Right. Plus, she's always wearing those leather boots, those leather gloves, all those leather straps.
And I was the one who was like kind of talking to her when they were trying to murder everybody in the Moon Festival.
No. You know what you're lacking that she likes? The dwarf. Because that baby wants some dwarf. Ooh.
All right, we step away from this character revealing personal conversation and go back to the butcher shop. All right, Blinken, you are standing in the butcher shop right next to the butcher herself, and an illusion of Inchi, the goblin wizard, appeared on the counter and said, "I'm Inchi, the illusion goblin wizard." What do you do?
No, okay. Well, I didn't say my name,
Okay.
but yeah, I did say. So you've discovered my illusion.
And then I'll be like, "What do you want?"
What do I want? and she, the illusion, and she,
Illusion she.
he paces on the counter with his arms behind his back, and he says, "What could I want with lesser being?" And she is starting to try to sneak in.
And she throws her knife at your illusion, and it sails way over the illusion's head and buries itself into the wall. And she says, "I will not tolerate any thieves in my shop." But she is distracted because she got a nat 1 on that. She is distracted by the illusion goblin. What do you do, Inchi?
And the illusion keeps monologuing.
And what does real
Thief.
Inchi do?
Well, Inchi just opens the door and just like waddles into the crack, and just sneaks behind the nearest counter or obstruction or whatever as he makes his way to the back.
All right, you go into the back where there's a cooler, a bunch of meat hanging on racks, and a bunch of ice blocks on the floor to keep it nice and cold. Do that same thing. Roll 2 d20s, and we'll take the highest for how much meat you're able to gather.
19.
All right. With that, you are able to grab just a ton of meat. There's like just a big old chain of sausages already like prepared and smoked and stuff up there. You're able to grab that and shove it into the bag of holding. But with a 19, what else do you want to grab? There's cow cuts, there's lamb cuts, chicken, whole chickens or deboned chickens. Pick something else to grab.
He's been missing him some chicken, but is there any some like feathered chickens, like none that's cured or prepared yet?
Yeah. There's a rack of chickens that already have like their head cut off, that haven't been plucked yet.
Well,
So,
he's the most familiar with unplucked chicken, so he just grabs a couple of those and tosses them into the basket.
Mama always cooks it with the feathers on. She says it brings out the flavor.
You act like he's involved in the cooking process.
All right, so you get 3 dead chickens, and you shove all that into your bag, and you waddle out of the store. And what is Illusion Inchi monologuing?
As soon as I waddle out, Illusion, and she continues, "For I am your god, and for all your days of cooking meats, you will forever remember that you are just meat in the cosmos." And I think Inchi does, I think, a major illusion. I would like to say that this doesn't break concentration because the deck is its own like little spell, right?
Yeah.
Well, then Inchi does a major illusion of like the counter, like some of the floor turning into like some bloody meat, and he just says, "Now, butcher, remember me, for I am a butcher god." And he dissolves as soon as Inchi walks out the door.
Okay, Blinken, do you stay behind or do you follow Inchi out?
I stay behind a little bit to play the act and be like, I'm confused.
She says, "Was I robbed? I don't understand."
I shrug. I'm like, I don't know. Well, I lost my
Inchi just
appetite.
makes a minor illusion of himself again, pokes his head in and says, "It was a warning," and then it fades again.
She says, I will have to make a report to the City Watch about this.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna.
She says, she pokes at her counter to make sure it's real wood again, and she says, "God's below. Sir, what, can I sell you something?"
Um, uh, I'm like stammering and stuff. I'll come back later. I'm just kind of confused.
Yeah, I think I've lost my appetite for meat today as well, but I have to get back to work. Festival of the Dead tonight and all. And she goes and pulls her knife out of the wall, and she goes back to cutting up that lamb she was working on before.
Yeah, then I'll just like wave goodbye and kind of like look confused and walk out.
All right. So the two of you leave Soul Down Street with your briefcase folding, shoved full of pastries and bread and various meats and chickens, and you head on over here to Serdoran Street. And on the other side of it, Blinken, you know that there's a wonderful view. This is Cliffwatch. It is Waterdeep itself is built on like a plateau, so it's raised up about 50, 80 feet up, and it's been flattened out through years of development. But there's this big cliff here, and then you can see all of Undercliff, the farming area outside of Waterdeep. And off in the distance, you can see the forest where you know Inchi's family lives. You can see, if you really squint, you can see Snow Beetle Orchard where you know the Ruby Rabbits live, and all these little small villages and farms out here. And there's just a gorgeous view of all this nature and farmland and the sky, and you two snack on some pancake balls, and this would be a lovely opportunity for you two to have a personal conversation, if you wish.
Hey, have you tried this jelly-filled one?
That actually sounds pretty interesting. Let me try that.
Yeah, Blinken, you bite into it, and it's a powdered pancake ball filled with peach jam.
And there's some corn that Inchi stuffed into it.
Oh, interesting. So, Inchi, given the fact that we've succeeded here,
Yeah. What'd you think of my god butcher thingy?
that was.
I think I look pretty cool.
That was interesting. That's for sure. I definitely walked out looking confused, but I was confused.
Yeah.
That was an interesting move there.
It got her confused too.
Sometimes I question if you are actually smart or not. I don't know. I mean, it's just like no offense. I mean, it's just interesting that you came up with what did you say, butcher god?
God Butcher. I thought it sounded cooler.
I guess that'll work both ways. Yeah. That's very very cool. I start mixing
You're
them
pretty
and
smart too.
I try. I think I have the street smarts mentality, so I try to be in that aspect pretty, survivable.
I was just being nice. I know I'm smarter.
Okay. Yeah, you might be. I'll give you that.
Inchi, what?
Good.
Inchi, as you munch into your own cream corn-filled pancake ball, they fry those just a little bit extra so they're nice and crispy when you bite into them. You look off in the forest, and you know somewhere in there is your family of 50 goblins. And you know that after killing the Castellanters, your family's land is safe-ish for now, but you can't help but feeling somewhere in the back of your mind that another noble will step in and try to claim that land for themselves. Do you say anything to Blinken as you think about that?
I think, and she just sniffs, wipes some of the muck from his lips, from some of the shit from the pancake ball, and he says, do you think that we can try the soup idea for the half pints another time? She does make some great soup. My mom.
I'm sure
You
we can
haven't had
handle
it?
that.
I think you like it.
Well, I mean, I'm up for anything. I'll try it.
Good. And I think that's all and she wants to say.
Okay. Blinken, as you're sitting here eating the pancake balls with your buddy Inchi, Aranek sends you the mental image of him flying out from the city over the cliff and over the farms of Undercliff and the forest. And it's actually a memory of his from way back in the day, back when you were a child, when he was at his full adult or ancient gold dragon size and just flying over the city. And then he modifies that memory a bit to show you riding on his back, flying free over the city. And you know that he does not like being in his stone form. He understands why he has to be. He understands that it's dangerous and that there's things going on in the city and that you're helping him get back his full body. But he longs to just fly freely as he once did.
I'll mutter something that Inchi would probably catch and be like, one day.
One day.
All right. And the two of you would start heading back to Troll Skull Manor. Let me bring everybody back there. Let me get Thorgrin and Huel. All right. So everybody comes back to Troll Skull Alley around the same time, including Elzerna and Schemo, and they are pulling behind them with two horses attached to it, this big old cart that looks like a big barrel of ale. It's that picture I posted in the Discord chat earlier. And Schemo says, "Yep, there she is, the old beaut. I'm surprised she still runs. She's been sitting in one of our warehouses for, I think, about 15 years now. It's been a while since we dragged this old one out. We used to pull this up, and then we'd build a little stage beside it, and we would play shows whenever we were opening up a bar. Some good memories in this." And Elzerna says, "Your warehouse is full of spiders. You'll need to do something about that, Inchi. Your warehouse is full of spiders. You need to do something about that, Schemo. You can't just let them run amok." And you notice that she's like pulling strands of like a web out of her hair. And Thorgrin and Huel roll up with their 3 barrels of ale, and Blinken and Inchi are pulling out pastries and bread and meat from the briefcase of holding. And you're all together now, and Schemo says, "Well, do y'all think we need to get anything else, or should we head on over to the City of the Dead and set up for the night?"
I did my job. Look at that. Meat and bread.
Meat and bread. Everything you need.
I think
that's
we should be
everything.
Good. Yeah, I think we're good.
We got some ale here. I'll smack the cart.
And we didn't have to pay a dime or didn't have to pay a copper for it.
Oh, hell yes. So this is going to be all profit.
In fact, our lovely friend from across the alley fronted the bill for us.
And she raises his hand. I got to be a meat god.
And I also
I
raise my
bet
hand.
you did.
Don't question that, please.
Okay, so I'm going to drag y'all over to the City of the Dead, and I'll set that up, and that's where we're going to call it for the night. So just give me another minute. Yeah, we actually got a lot done today.
Yeah.
All right, so over here, is the City of the Dead. Y'all have walked by this once, but you've never actually been here. So this section of Waterdeep is all mausoleums and graveyards. And, it's kind of well maintained. There's trails running through it. There's shrubs and trees. So it's kind of like a park as well. So all the noble families, they have their family mausoleums here, and then other people will have gravestones and grave plots. It is a well maintained and regulated area of Waterdeep, so you won't be able to set up inside the City of the Dead. You'll have to pick a spot around the City of the Dead. But for the next 3 nights, people will come here. They will pay their respects to their loved ones who have passed away, and this area around the City of the Dead will be a big party. It's not like a rip-roaring Founders Day party. It is but it's not like a mournful, sad affair either. It's kind of like the Mexican Day of the Dead.
Out of curiosity, what is it illegal to be a vendor of spoiled goods?
I would have to check the code legal. I imagine you could get fined for it, but probably not arrested.
Because you said that all the nobles have their mausoleums here.
Mhm.
Well, what's stopping me from selling fruit, like rotten fruits and vegetables, and people say egg a old noble's mausoleum, say a certain Castellanters, but we make money from people buying our shit to egg them with.
I mean, hey, if you sell the eggs, you're not responsible for what people did with
Yeah.
it.
They're meant for cooking.
Yep. And just a quick note on the lore: the Castellanters, the current Castellanters, the ones y'all killed, Amala and Victoro, they were evil and devil worshippers. But the Castellanters before that, they were kind of just normal nobles, not the best people, not the worst people, and they had a few heroic adventurers in their family line. So one of them, specifically Caldoran Castellanter, is a well-respected hero of Waterdeep, even though he's been dead for like 100 years. So just wanted to make that clear. But where would y'all like to set up your tavern cart?
I suppose the best spot would be near the entrance.
Yeah, it's either that or right here.
Not inside the City of the Dead, on this border outside.
Okay.
And as you can see, there's a lot of gates, so there's a lot of entrances.
Okay, so probably one of the main entrances, I would imagine.
One of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
And Schemo says, well, at the more popular ones, there's more competition. Up north, that's where most of the people come from, especially the people with money. By the southern entrance, there's going to be more common people, more peasants. They don't have as much money, so there's less competition down there. So where would y'all like to set up? Where there's a lot of competition and money, or less money but less competition, or somewhere in the middle?
More competition, more money, because we have strong drinks.
Okay.
And nobles are gonna catch wind of the strong drinks and be like, ooh.
Okay. So we'll set y'all up here on whichever street I can pronounce better. Zindulth Street. So the northernmost entrance is where y'all will be. And y'all start getting out everything and preparing for the night. You're able to load those barrels into special holders inside the tavern wagon, and you're able to tap them and stuff like that. And then there's a little hot plate in the back. You cast a little spell, get a fire going. You could start cooking up that meat. And as the sun begins to set, people with all kinds of colored lanterns and flowers and bundles or baskets of fruit start making their way to the City of the Dead to pay respects to their dead. And that is where we will call it tonight. Next session we'll set up, and it'll be interacting with customers. I have a little adventure, small adventure planned. But it'll be kind of more of this, just role-playing, having fun, getting to bond with everybody in the Half-Pint crew. And maybe the Artificer will make an appearance.
Okay.
Huel can work his magic. No.
Yeah. Thorgrin and Huel can hit on her while she's in her exhausted state where she hates everything. All right, guys, this was really fun. This was even better than I had planned for tonight. I just wanted it to be lighthearted fun, jokes, bonding. It was all of that. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I love this. This is great. I feel like
First,
stuff like uh-huh.
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like stuff like this was missing from the main plot because it was so plot heavy. So this is really fun.
Well, I mean, we started out with some casual role play here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought it was natural to move into some plot stuff for a while.
Yeah. We had some shenanigans too, with being substitute teachers and stuff. Yeah, we
Mhm.
had fun, but this kind of casual fun is nice too.
What do you
Absolutely.
mean fun? We committed we committed burglaries, we committed murder, we stole, kidnapped, elder abuse.
Yeah, more elder abuse than I thought this campaign was going to have. So as we're doing this, like Blinken, you grew up in this city, so you would probably have like ancestors in the city of the dead.
Ha.
Elzerna would too. If y'all have an NPC that you would want to interact with, send me a message. If you have something personal you would like to do on this day of remembrance, send me a message, and we'll try to work that in. And for these these interludes, it's fine if y'all miss a week because this is just casual fun. It doesn't have a bigger effect on the plot, and I'm not going to dump like some important backstory or plot elements here. I know we're coming up on holidays, so don't feel pressured to make it to these Friday games, okay?
Okay.
Feel pressured to make it to the Friday games. Got it.
Yes. It would be fun if y'all were here. Yeah, and if it's just one of you, I will make you solo a level of the Undermountain, which would be fun too. But
Yeah.
this was great, guys. I will see you all next week at 8 o'clock Eastern time.